Hey guys. So I know this isn't the usual setup. I've just been really busting my butts in the morning, so when I get home, I don't really have time to be camera ready. I just want to put videos out. So I do apologize for that, but at least you get to see the cards better this way. So, as always, these readings are general, they're for the collective. So if anything here doesn't resonate, I want you to just discard it and leave it for someone who needs to hear it. Always remember that there is no gender in tarot. I could pull a queen and still be talking about a guy. And make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you need to book a private personal, that information's in the description below, as well as the pinned section of the comments. And I've also linked a friend's page there, so make sure to check her out. She is amazing. These readings are a little different than my usual type. I can't even speak, I'm sorry. My usual type of readings, but everybody really seems to like them. To be fair, though, they are very specific, so they will not resonate with every single one of you. If it doesn't resonate, just check out your other placements. You probably will find something there. All right. I don't know if I stated it or not, but this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Okay. So your overall energy is the Knight of Swords, or sorry, the Page of Swords. Goodness. We have the King of Cups, the Magician, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Chariot, the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands. We have the Star. Wow. So I find this spread super interesting because, of course, we have all four kings out here. All four kings in the tarot is really the Emperor, which is Aries energy. But I'm looking at an Aries who understands that they have not incorporated all four of these energies. I feel like we're kind of looking into our emotional side and almost the lack thereof. I feel like the two kings that are always very present for you, or the ones that you feel need the most work here, are the King of Cups and the King of Swords. One is the emotional side and one is the logical side. Okay. So I feel like you are recognizing that your emotional intelligence is not fully where it needs to be. That perhaps at times you become very emotionally detached. I feel like there's something with the family system that you grew up in. You're learning a hard truth about this, that maybe you were emotionally and mentally manipulated a lot as a child. And so this King of Cups and the King of Swords energy, they need work. And if you can integrate the two, your logical side and your emotional side, right, then you can sort of balance things out in life to also get to the stable side and to chase your dreams and desires. Because I feel like you recognize that you're almost pessimistic and that it's like you can't control it. Either you're completely emotionally detached from a situation and you're only coming from the logical part of your brain. And therefore you might recognize that sometimes you're emotionally manipulating or mentally manipulating other people, right? Because you actually can't control your own emotions or, kind of bring them to this logical place. And so I feel like Your emotional response is not where you would like for it to be. Sometimes you're feeling feelings that are King of Cups feelings. They're deep, they're loving, they're nurturing, but it'll come out as this King of Swords, who is intelligent and has boundaries, but is pretty cold and detached. And you feel like you have to bring these two elements together to get these other two kings to come into play, to get your money right, to chase after your passions and your dreams in life. So I have a very self-aware Aries that's actually working on themselves. But this is not easy work. If you have been manipulated your entire life, it's hard to not be manipulative. It's like ingrained in you. It's something you don't actually know that you're doing until hindsight, right? Now, on the other side, I feel like the two missing elements here are what you need to move forward. And now you're really very dead set on looking into, what it is that you want in life, why it is that you were held back, what was going on in the home when you were growing up, and learning how to kind of become your authentic self. And this is a brand new you. This is someone that you've never been. But I feel like the hardest part for you here is the King of Cups, that emotional intelligence, the emotional control, understanding where to put your feelings, and that we can't allow our feelings to control our behavior. But I feel like I'm looking at somebody who, is not just looking into it, like looking at their past. They're like, online educating themselves, looking up, I don't know. For some of you, maybe narcissistic family structures, just things like that, that will bring full awareness to you so you know the next steps to take. Maybe some of you are actually trying to get information on how to sort of get into therapy. Maybe you feel like you kind of can't do it on your own because there's a lot of like familial trauma there. Either way, it's really impressive. And I feel like what you don't know, though, is that there's a deeper meaning to this. Like why all of a sudden in your life you've stopped and realized that perhaps the way that, you're interacting with other people may hurt them, or just not be beneficial to you in the long run. It may not represent how you really think or how you really feel. And there's a bigger purpose behind all of this with the Magician and the Ace of Swords and the Star. There's a divine purpose behind it. Perhaps the reason that you are so drawn to educate yourself on these things is because in the future you may start educating people on things. And I feel like that's the part of you that you're unaware of yet. You're aware that you're not sure what path you're on. You're not sure really where you're supposed to be going in life, or where you would find passion and stability at the same time. This to me is like the dream job. And I feel like as you start gathering this information, you may start finding that your dream job is healing family traumas. And so basically I'm looking at somebody who is unaware of the fact that perhaps in a couple of years they may be a clinical psychologist or something like that, or even if we don't take that route, a healer, someone who influences people to look into their past and heal from it. And you're at the very beginning of that journey. So to anybody who was confused as to why they were going through this point of life, this is your life path. You're going in the right direction, and keep it up. Proud of you. All right. I'll see you guys later.